在客厅里面chill，那你一个人坐在旁边。
Yay. I think I should shape up my beard for tonight. I am going to the powwow at Shinnecock Reservation here on Long Island. So, because we're staying out, me and the girl, I have to prepare food in advance. She's vegan, but she's not as disciplined as me, so she has intestinal issues. I'm not gonna eat junk food, even if it's vegan. So, I'm gonna prepare in advance. There's 3 recipes that I'm making. Okay, this little bag was from the honey I bought from the health food store. Buckwheat. I'm gonna put that in some spearmint tea. Okay. Right there. Okay. All right, so one recipe is kabocha squash with dino cheese. Kabocha squash. It's not organic, so I gotta peel it. The water's on, so by the time I'm done peeling, it's possible and likely that the water will be steaming already. Okay. Now, cut the stem out. And then we're gonna go strips to make it easy to peel. Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Holy shit. I'm just getting the dark green spots off. Alright, and put that on this to make it easy to transport to the steamer. Two down, 13 to go. Three down, 12 to go. Eleven to go, by the way. Ten. Nine. Eight. Heck with it. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Oh, I stopped caring about making a mess. I just want to get it done quick. Yeah. He's yet to come back, but I've seen his picture. It doesn't look the same up on the right. We go way back. Oh shit, I wonder about his insides. It's like his thoughts are too big for his size. He's been taken, or I don't know. There he goes with his perfectly unkempt clothes. There he goes. Shit! Here. Alright. So recipe number 1. Too easy. Let's do a news item. News item number 1. I'm gonna get the tall stand real quick. Alright. Okay, let's see. A lot of news today. Actually, not that much. 4 news items. 5 news items. Okay, a lot of Russia-Ukraine items. Germany will back Ukraine no matter what voters think. So much for the government of the people, by the people, for the people, huh? I saw something today about certain medical interventions actually being owned by the government. Totally out of line. And not what the government's supposed to be for. It really is a rogue, corrupt, evil. Hey, Londos. I didn't charge your card yet, and I probably won't get the stuff until next week. Monday or Tuesday. Because I'm going to Shinnecock today, so my dad has his car back. The guy is too far for me to drive. Not too far for me to ride, but because I'm going to Shinnecock, I don't have time. Hold on. This has to go over here so you can see. Here we go. Germany will back Ukraine no matter what voters think. The government says we're going to do what we want and not care about our citizens. This is the NWO, folks, the New World Order, the New World Government. To them, the people in power, we are useless eaters, slaves, fodder, chattel. Did I say slaves? Creatures of a lesser order. They actually believe they have a divine right to rule. They believe they're God's chosen people and we are not. I believe that we're all children of God. And if you want to rule, you do so by your actions, not the blood of your ancestors. And that's because, according to science, epigenetics is more powerful than and more relevant than genetics. That means what that means is the environment dictates the expression of your genes. And that could be the internal environment and the external environment. But just to go back to this right here, my opinion is that it's all planned. Russia and Ukraine are both in on it. And the purpose is to create and foment a situation that can further their aims. Annalena Baerbock, who I guess is a German foreign minister, supporting Kiev matters more than expected winter unrest. Here's somebody with a double chin. I don't listen to people with a double chin. Look, I don't have a double chin. I do have inflammation in my intestine here. And it's in here. And that's some of that. But look, I can't even make a double chin. I'm disciplined. I'm righteous. I stick to my principles. This is a person who is not disciplined. They can't even control themselves, and yet somehow they're in a position where they have control over other people. That's like going into a fight without even training properly. Supporting Kiev matters more than expected winter unrest. So they want people to riot. They want people to suffer these sanctions of Russia because Russia apparently provides Germany with what, oil? People will go, and this is a quote, people will go in the street and say, we cannot pay our energy prices. And I will say, yes, I know, so we help you with social measures. Well, there you go, communism. But I don't want to say, okay, then we stop the sanctions against Russia. We will stand with Ukraine, and this means the sanctions will stay also in wintertime, even if it gets really tough. She says, I'll put Ukraine first no matter what my German voters think, or how hard their life gets. I think we could see the writing on the wall here.
But if I give the promise to people in Ukraine, we stand with you as long as you need us, then I want to deliver, no matter what my German voters think, but I want to deliver to the people of Ukraine. And this is why, for me, it's important to be always very frank and clear. And this means every measure I'm taking, I have to be clear that this holds on as long as Ukraine needs me. We are facing now a winter time where we will be challenged as democratic politicians. People will go on the street and say, we cannot pay our energy prices. And I will say, yes, I know, so we help you with social measures. But I don't want to say, okay, then we stop the sanctions against Russia. We will stand with Ukraine, and this means the sanction will stay also in wintertime, even if it gets really tough for politicians.
How tough is it going to get for you, German foreign minister? You'll be up there in your nice house, bills taken care of, food on the table, warm temperature, cozy. You don't care about your own people though, huh? Wow. Imagine being that much of an elitist scumbag that you don't even care about your own people. Fuck! Sometimes I think this is like, and I know it is, a training of the Illuminati. They're training me, so everything I say about other people, I'm saying about myself. You know? I don't care about my own kids. That's the message. Because I have to stick to my guns. I'm poor. I haven't sold out. And therefore my sons are suffering because of me. Because I didn't get a regular job. And I stuck to my vision. Oh well. Can't go back and change it, you know? The only way out is through. So, to go with this kabocha squash, I'm gonna do pumpkin seed cheese. The problem is I don't have any nutritional yeast. So it's gonna be a mild flavor. I wonder about his insides. It's like his thoughts are too big for his sides. He's been taken where I don't know. Alright. This recipe is going to be a little different. We are going to have the usual cast of characters as far as salt, vinegar, sea moss, she's not a huge fan of sea moss. It's important to be creamy though. This is vinegar. Not even a quarter cup. Not even a quarter cup of vinegar. We are going to do a quarter cup of sea moss though. An actual quarter cup, not over that. It's pretty close to exactly a quarter cup. Okay, and then I'm going to put some agua. 1/4 cup, 2/4 cup. That's a half cup. It's gonna come out fluffy. And then we're gonna go 1 teaspoon and a half teaspoon. I don't want it to be too salty. Okay. As far as the flavor, we'll probably keep it just like that. Maybe a tiny bit of cumin. Cumin, I believe, gives a nice, like, little flavor of Latin, like a Mexican type of nacho. And while we're doing that, I'll put like a chili powder, little chili powder. And that's gonna be it. I could put garlic in there. Matter of fact, let me put just a little garlic. Alright. And I believe that's all. Let's see. I believe that's all. Blend that up. I tasted it off the tamper, so I know it's good. Now I'm gonna see if I can get this in a squeeze bottle. No, it's not gonna work. What the fuck? I do have this though. Alright, I'd like to fill that up, so let me see how much more I could scrape out of the bottom of this. Not much, maybe another teaspoon. Alright. In the fridge we go. Can you clean the blender out? For my next recipe. Next recipe. Okay. I'm actually just chip the squash here. What we'll do is take a little knife and poke. Okay, not ready yet, but definitely starting to steam. It's not too crunchy, but okay. See the next story here. All right. Enough of this person here. Google releases. Wait a second. This is continuing with the Russia-Ukraine situation. Russia and Ukraine were close to a peace deal, according to ex-Trump aide. Moscow was ready to halt its offensive if Ukraine agreed to neutrality, Fiona Hill has said, citing sources. Let's check out this Fiona Hill person. Search Google for Fiona Hill. Former deputy assistant to the President of the United States. Born October 1965. A British-American foreign affairs specialist and academic. So she's not even American. Early life, born in northeast England. Alright. In the Trump administration, she took a leave of absence from the Brookings Institution, where she was director for the Center on the United States and Europe, while also on the National Security Council. I'm just like amazed. There's so many people in the bureaucracy. There's so many people involved in politics. It's amazing to me. Is it amazing to you? Like, I obviously don't know any of them, but I know people like that have jobs that are like workers. Apparently, there's a ruling class. It's a damn ruling class in this world. Fuck you, Fiona Hill. Does she have a Facebook, Instagram? Let me see. Fiona Hill, IG. Fiona Hill for rector. Fiona Hill. Nope. Alright. Top U.S. foreign agency expert, this is her, acknowledged that Russia and Ukraine could have reached a peace agreement in April. The admission came this week from Fiona Hill, a veteran U.S. diplomat who served as the U.S. National Security Council's senior director for Europe and Russia in the Donald Trump administration. An article that she co-wrote with Georgetown University professor Angela Stent for Foreign Affairs magazine said Russian-Ukrainian peace talks in April were apparently conducted by the Russian side in good faith. So there's a Foreign Affairs magazine. So you actually have a political industry now. We have a political industry where people are making money on every aspect of politics. From reporting to, apparently now there's, what would you call it? Merchandising? Foreign Affairs magazine? Do I think AI, according to Bubba Joe question, do you think AI will replace most of their bureaucratic jobs? That's some question. I don't see it anytime soon. Because these people want their jobs, you know? And I don't know that it would necessarily be a good thing, AI. It depends on the program, right? You should have a righteous program in there. Yeah, I don't know too much about AI because on one hand, I would say that, you know, we come from God, so then therefore our creations indirectly come from God. And so AI would technically be from God and would be according to a set of rules and a code, you know, a literal code that is of a behavior that's righteous. So the optimist in me would think that's a good thing. It wouldn't be corrupted like people. I'm trying to think of where that could go wrong, you know? Where that could go wrong would be, for example, you have these codes of operation as a corporation. So for example, I'm in Lynbrook. Lynbrook's an incorporated village. So there's parking meters. I go in to get a haircut, I come out, there's a, hey Pop.
Hey, talking to the kids?
No, I'm talking to my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
When I come out of the haircut, now there's a $40 ticket on my car. So that's like a statute. It's not a law that I broke. You know, there's no harm, there's no crime, and yet the crime is on me as a human being. My blood that was quote spilled to work, and now that's been taken from me. And so if AI is used in that way, it would be evil, in my opinion. They got these smart contracts that M was telling me about, where everything is built in to your car and life, the Internet of Things. So like, oh, I went through a yellow light. Oh shit, now there's money deducted from my paycheck or from my account automatically. There's no ticket, it's just automatic, gone. Uh, the Internet of People, they want to put this technology inside of us so that, oh, you did jaywalking, money out of your account, social credit score dropped. So in that way, the AI would be evil, in my opinion. But this, just to go back to this article, it's showing me more evidence that Russia is not the bad guy in this. They most likely are trying to maintain their independence on a creeping globalist government, and they're trying to put up a wall and stopping them from coming through the Ukraine into Russia, because they're right next to each other, and at one point we're the same country, I think. So Russia wanted them to be neutral. Ukraine said, no, we're coming to get you. And a peace for neutrality agreement was proposed by Ukraine in a draft document that it delivered to Russia during the March 29 talks in Istanbul, Turkey. The Russian military announced its withdrawal from some parts of Ukraine as a gesture of goodwill right after the offer was made. Okay. This fucking Zelensky's guy is wearing a hat. How is he a politician, man? He's a president. He's wearing a hat. Look. Really? I mean, I like that, but... Russia said that the evidence of war crimes had been fabricated and considered that Kiev had used the allegations as a pretext to ditch peace talks and continue fighting in the hope that Western military would allow it to win on the battlefield. According to Russian diplomats, Moscow wrote up a formal peace agreement based on Ukrainian proposals and sent it to Kiev, but never heard anything back. Galactus, robots will replace police to solve police brutality. That's a little scary, huh? Is fry bread vegan? I'll answer that two ways. First of all, just because something's vegan doesn't mean it's good for you. Okay, so most all bread is not good because it has grains. The bread I'm gonna make today is it's like an alternative to that. I'll show you the recipe. Oh, that's all they eat at powwows? Yeah, that's unfortunate. My teacher is a medicine person, native, in the native tradition. So that's why I got into this fucking thing. That's why I get into the American native traditions, but they have to update their science and menu. Okay, that's done. Just make sure it's cooked all the way through. I'm gonna leave it to just steam a little longer, even though I turned the water off. We'll just let that sit there. Okay, so we got this kabocha squash. We got the pumpkin seed cheese, and that's one dish. The next one This is a recipe I got from Tommy T-Rex. He's another life fooder, and his wife is vegan. So they shared this one with me. I can't believe how easy it is. I'm gonna try it two ways. I'm gonna try it with chia. I'm also gonna try it with flax because I thought I ran out of chia, so I bought the flax. I actually do have enough chia, but I'm gonna do it with the flax anyway. Okay. So we got 4 cups soaked quinoa. So this quinoa right here, in the bag. I'm gonna use this bowl, so I'm gonna empty it out. It was draining. I wonder about his insides. Cut that squash with a 12-6 elbow. Okay. All right, Galactus. You just outed yourself. I'm on to you, buddy. No. Down, downward elbows. So this quinoa, I soaked it overnight. Gonna rinse out this bag. Because I might use it again before I do laundry. I usually just wash this with my laundry, these milk bags. Sorry I didn't bring the camera with me. You can't see this amazing action. Cleaning out a milk bag. Holy shit, I can't believe it. Alright. Okay. So this recipe is really easy. Really good too. Four cups quinoa. One. Two. 3. 4. 'Alright. What's next? Where's my thing go? Oh, there we go. 4 cups quinoa. 1/2 cup chia. Are lentils life food? Nope. Lentils are a legume. Lentils are a legume. They're indigestible. And it's one of those vegan staples that is actually garbage. Even sprouted. They're a legume. Chickpeas, lentils. It's going to cause inflammation in your joints, in your intestine. Learn how to sprout buckwheat, man. Look up how good sprouted buckwheat is. Look up how good nutritionally it is. And millet. You can replace lentils in a recipe with millet or buckwheat. You can even cook it. 1/4 cup ACV. Yeah, Pop.
I gotta go help your mother do some stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna work on the thing. Can I show you what I need done?
Okay.
And you gonna be around at all today, or
And I'm actually going.
you don't even now?
Not right now, but
Well, let me show you in the
do
next
some
few
work.
days, but.
I could do some work today.
All right.
Figure it out. Hey, I gotta pull up some weeds for my dad. No problem. Okay, now. I'm gonna put. I feel like I gotta put some water in. It says it's not written on the recipe, so I hope I didn't just ruin it. But let's see. 2 teaspoons salt. One. 2. 1 teaspoon baking soda, really? A whole teaspoon? Oh, do you know what? That's why my girlfriend said it was swampy. I'm not gonna put a whole teaspoon, I'm gonna put a 1/4 teaspoon. Maybe half teaspoon. She didn't like the taste, I think that's why. And then a 1/4 cup yeast, which I don't have. So that's it. Buckwheat is awesome. Does Dino Tracks have any savory recipes for it? What do you mean? Pumpkin seeds? Anything I put pumpkin seeds in, I call it dino. Because my original recipe for the dino scales was pumpkin seeds. It's not blending enough because the fucking piece of shit Vitamix. So I'm going to double the recipe. Put another 4 cups of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Another half cup chia. Chia. What happened to your dino mix? What do you mean by the dino mix? You mean the dino tracks? The dino tracks are right here, bro. The dino tracks. Right there. We gotta dehydrate a little more and then I'll cut them. This blender can blend anything except that the model that I'm working with now is the soccer mom model. It's not the one that I used to have. The one I used to have was the commercial model, professional chef, for a professional chef. So this one, they want you to be able to fit it on your countertop. So the base is okay. It's powerful enough to blend, except that this is fatter and wide and shorter. The one that I used to have was taller. It wouldn't fit under your cupboard, so they changed the design for soccer moms to make their fucking smoothies. And for that, because of that, it's if you don't have enough material in there, let's see, hold on, salt, baking soda, chia, I got everything. If you don't have enough material in here, it's hard to push down into the blade, because it's like you have to bring the thing at an angle, the tamper, the plunger here. This thing's called the tamper. So I had to double the recipe just to make sure there was enough material in here. If that makes sense. nice clean floor. Are you joking? I haven't cleaned the place in a while. For real. My body, my choice. Where, yeah. What's a good combination with buckwheat? Bubba Joe, look up kasha. Kasha. Look up mushroom kasha. Look up vegan mushroom kasha. Kasha is the Russian dish. They make it savory, they make it sweet. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Obviously, you know, they're not all vegan. But the one that is vegetarian or vegan or whatever is with mushrooms, I believe. But you could basically mix anything, you know, that you like. You leave it dead. I'm gonna also come by tomorrow. I switched my schedule, so.
Oh, okay,
I'll come by
good. I don't know when they're showing up, because they're coming from Pennsylvania, so. Be a few
Okay.
hours. I would check before you come up, I would check to make sure.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right, bro. Yeah, I'll do that as soon as I'm done here.
You know, we gotta do the concrete,
Yeah.
so if you wanna just test the waters and see how much you can do, and then the next time I come over and have a couple hours and rip everything out, put the concrete.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. I'll be able to do that.
I got all the tools upstairs.
Okay.
You got the tripod downstairs, all
Okay.
sorts of stuff you can use to dig it out, okay?
Sounds
If you have
good.
a problem. And then maybe after it's all done, we'll spray that and kill it.
Spray
Right?
on our bodies.
Just don't drink it.
Yeah. Okay. So now this is 420 toaster oven. Okay. This I stole from another toaster in this apartment building. I did that because it's the size and shape that I want to make these pizza things. So I'm gonna rip this. I'm gonna fold it. I gotta actually fold it this way. Right? Okay. You know what? Bullshit. Okay. So that's that. The only oil I have for, you know, lubing this up is coconut, but that's perfect. So I'll take my little sushi brush that I use to paint the water on the sushi, and I'll just paint this now. Fry bread for the powwow, right, Galactus? And now I think I'm gonna do like a half cup. Let me start with a quarter cup or a third of a cup. I'll start with a third of a cup. Okay, here's my third of a cup measuring cup. I'm gonna put it right on there. Okay. Now it looks like I'll probably be able to do a half cup next time. Matter of fact, what's a third? What's the difference between a third and a quarter? So, sorry, a third and a half. A third is 4/12, and a quarter is 3/12. So the difference is 1/12, and a third is 4/12. So a quarter of this I gotta put on to make it actually a half. Quick maths. Okay, I'll use my little spatula here to spread it out. Matter of fact, I think on the next one I could do even more. So let's see. Another half? Should I do another half? I'll do another third. Another 2/3. Sorry. 3/12. Another quarter cup. So this is 2/3 of a cup. Is what I got so far. 2/3 of a cup. And I believe the recipe is 12 minutes. Alright. 12 minutes at 425. So, you know, technically Lifefood's supposed to be uncooked. We're being allowing. It's called being allowing, guys. China's involved too. They're getting everyone to show their cards. The certificate of want want. Is that what it is? The certificate of want want. You know what I'm saying? Certificate of want want ID. God damn it! Speaking of China, here we go. Google releases details on how it will combat. Oh wait, hold on. Let me set a timer here. Timer's gonna be. We already went for 1 minute, so I'll do 13. I'll do 11 minutes. Because I think one of the things is 12 minutes. It's like 12 to 14 minutes. Google's preparing for a wave of misinformation surrounding the U.S. midterm elections by elevating trustworthy information and displaying it more prominently across services, including search and YouTube, the company said Thursday. Okay, so this goes out to you on YouTube who's watching me and censoring me and shadow banning me and hiding me from searching. I hope your paycheck is worth how you sold your soul. Because Google is not a public entity. It's privately owned, and therefore they have the right to do any type of censoring that they want. And this announcement marks the latest attempt by a big tech platform to convince the public it is ready for a high-stakes electoral battle that could dramatically reshape the congressional agenda, including coming legislative battles over how the U.S. regulates the platforms themselves. YouTube said it will highlight mainstream, aka controlled, news sources and show labels beneath videos in English and Spanish that provide accurate election information. YouTube said it is also working to prevent harmful election misinformation from being recommended to viewers algorithmically. Well, we know exactly what this says And what it says is that they have an agenda. It's politically motivated. They want certain people to win, and they're going to do everything they can to give them a platform and hide the people that are against their policies. And those policies include that the people that are that they're against, they want to limit their power and scope, so they'll be federally regulated. Obviously, Google doesn't want that. Nobody does, but as Google and big tech is trying to become
Luke, is somebody going to drive you up tomorrow? Because I can drive down now, and you can drive me home and then take the car.
no, I'll be all right.
I'm not even 5 minutes away. You sure you want to do that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Otherwise, you got to take the bus or something, right?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Thank you, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm offering, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'll be all right for now. Thank you, though.
Okay.
All right, Dad. Love
If you
you.
have any problems, give me a call, right?
Yeah. No problem. Okay, bye. God bless you, Dad. Yeah, what was that? YouTube has already begun removing midterm related videos that have made false claims about the 2020 election in violation of its policies, the company said in a blog post. This includes videos that violated our election integrity policy by claiming widespread fraud, errors, or glitches occurred in the 2020 US presidential election, or alleging the election was stolen or rigged. You can't even have an opinion anymore. My girlfriend's gonna pick me up to go, so we're just texting back and forth. So you're not allowed to have an opinion about the US 2020 election. And you're not allowed to claim that it was rigged or stolen. Good to know. Good to know. What is it called in 1984? Thought crimes. Kind of scary. I guess for me to stay in the public eye, I have to stick to the battles that I can win, which is martial arts and junk food. You know? I'm not going to be able to talk about being anti-vax, all vax. I'm against all vaccinations. I'm not allowed to talk about that. I wonder if I'm allowed to be anti-circumcision. That's no longer recommended by any medical, authoritative body. So I'd probably be able to be anti-circumcision. But I'm obviously not allowed to be anti-vax anymore because they want everybody to get the nanotech. So maybe I can just say anti-vax. I'm also against all junk food. Let me see the time here. 4 minutes left. Okay. So ultra-processed foods linked to cancer and early death. So what does ultra-processed mean? Ultra-processed includes prepackaged soups, sauces, frozen pizza, ready-to-eat meals, and pleasure foods such as hot dogs, sausages, French fries, sodas, store-bought cookies, cakes, candies, donuts, ice cream, and many more. Wow. So it's amazing that food companies are supposed to provide nutrition, and now it's common knowledge, 100% proven, that the ultra-processed foods, including donuts, cakes, candies, ice cream, soda, French fries, sausages, hot dogs, pizza, it's killing people with cancer and heart disease, the number one cause of death all across the board is food. I should actually put that in quotes. This shit is not fucking food. The stuff that you're eating is an actual drug. If you eat any of that stuff that I just said. And it's gonna give you ass cancer. Or a heart attack. Wow. Imagine eating something that you know is gonna give you ass cancer. Or a fucking heart attack. That's a drug. Message me if you want to get off all drugs. Fully certified. Master Lukey. That's going to be a TikTok. Holy. 1 minute left. All right, let's go. Let's check out this non-cancer causing pizza dough that I made. Oh, wait a second. It's got a flip too. It's 12 minutes on one side and then it flips to the other side. That's what it was. I forgot. Let's listen for the sound of my alarm. Gonna need this. Oh, open this up. Hopefully that's not overcooked. Actually, it looks like it is overcooked. Fuck. Okay. I don't think I can do this with one hand. Let me see. Boom. That's looking good. Okay, and I think it's 10 minutes now. 12 on one side, 10 on the other. actually gonna do 8 minutes. Okay. Should you feed garden birds? Last story, and then I guess that's gonna be it for today. It's a short stream. It's hour and a half. I got other stuff to do. I gotta go pull up those weeds for my dad. I have to get a Tupperware container from the 99-cent store to put the squash in, and also the pizza bread. And I gotta just keep making those pizza breads until the dough's gone. Feeding stations can be dangerous places for garden birds, but there are other ways to help them. Lockdown forced a lot of us to stop and look at our gardens. Is that so? She thought about putting this is somebody in England. She thought about putting up some bird feeders. You know what's amazing to me about England? They have such a heritage of paganism. And when I say paganism, I'm talking about nature worshippers, you know, astrology and witchcraft, and you know, it's all like trying to tap into the ether, in my opinion. And yet they're the most per square foot surveilled civilization, population, whatever you want to call it. I guess that's the duality of existence. You have nature and you have technology. Fuck you. Estimated that a majority of households, 64%, put out food for birds in England. She decided against them. She says it seems that it encourages the same kind of species coming in all the time and you're not getting the variety. The birds feed happily on plants and insects. So instead of putting out bird feeders, she boosted the plants and insects in her garden. Recent years has hinted that the bird feeders do more harm than good. But for example, spreading disease or benefiting birds that are dominant at the expense of another declining species. Bird lovers are increasingly faced with the prospect of taking feeders down at certain times of the year or altogether. We do know for sure that many bird species, dominant species, have increased massively, and that's likely because of bird feeding. He gives the example of the willow tit, which has sadly become scarce in Britain, while great tits and blue tits, well-known aficionados of garden feeders, have enjoyed relative success in recent decades. Great tits and blue tits. That might be my favorite bird now. The great tits. I'm gonna click on that one. Nice. What if I Google search great tits? You think I'm gonna get pictures of birds? Let's see. Search Google for great tits. Wow! The first article is Wikipedia, the great tit. It's a passerine bird in the tit family. What's passerine mean? The second link is Pornhub. Relating to or denoting birds of a large order distinguished by feet that are adapted for perching, including all songbirds. Very nice. Canary, sparrow. Great tits. Well, I tell you what, I got some birds that live in my house. There's a hole in the roof. I'm looking outside, there's a bird right there. Let me see if I could take you outside and show you, because this phone that I use to stream, it doesn't have any service, but maybe the Wi-Fi is strong enough to come out here. So if you could see right here, there's a hole in the roof. Right there's a hole. You see the corner, there's a piece of wood missing. And that's where the birds live. They go in through that hole and I see them flying out. So they're kind of like in the roof. Not necessarily in the house, but they're in the roof. There's some birds right there. Oh, they just flew into the tree. Come out again. There you go. Hey-oo. You know what I'm missing in this place? Some great tits. Hello. Oh. I don't know. Maybe I'll put some dino tracks out for the birds, see if I can attract some great tits. You know what I mean? My girlfriend has great tits. Not the bird, though. Yeah, buddy. On that note, oh, hold on. Let's see. What do we got here? 1 minute left. Okay. We'll go check the pizza again. And then I'm going to end the stream. I'm just going to have to do this over and over again. So I'll make another... I'll show you, you know, me making the putting it in one more time. And then while it's cooking, I'll bring my phone outside with me so I can pull up those weeds. And then the phone will go off. I'll come back in, flip it over, and then, you know, keep doing that until I'm done outside, and then all this is done. So it's 2/3, and then I guess I'll use this to put the pizza on. Actually, I got a cutting board already. Let's see. Okay. Spatula in case I need it. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, that is looking good. Shit. Should I cut it in half and just eat half of it? I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna cut them all in half. Or thirds. Should I do halves or thirds? I'm gonna do halves. So it's a really easy recipe. All you have to do is soak the quinoa, and that's it. You saw how easy it was, right? Just gonna take a bite right now. Matter of fact, let me give it a chance to cool down. Okay, and now what did I do with my Did I throw it out? I thought. I got another one right here, but where's the one that I had? Didn't I have a piece of paper? Losing it. So I guess this is fry bread, huh? Because you got the oil. I'm confused now what happened to that other piece of paper. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna go with 2/3 of a cup. Seems like a good measurement. 1. 2. 'Tease it out to the sides. Okay, is this hot? Nope. In the oven. Set the timer. Gonna go 12 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna put this in my pocket so that I can go outside and pull up the weeds. Do a taste test. If you like quinoa, this is a bomb-ass recipe. And you could heat it up even further. Toast it. Because it's soft and pliable right now. So if you want it to be like a pizza, what you do is do this, what I just did. Then put your toppings on. And then put it back in the oven until it's hot enough for you. Alright? Any other questions? Let me know. Go to masterluki.com. Scroll to the bottom and find all my contact info. If you can't find it, message me on here. Say Master Luki, I can't find it on your website. I'll get back to you. Stay tuned for more. Over and out.